Okay. Hello, everybody. Please let me know if the background music is too loud. I'm trying something new this week, and I need to know if it's too loud, I can turn it down. I can remember where I even found it. Oh, there it is. Maybe just there. I did turn it down just a teeny bit. We'll see how that works. How is everybody doing? February, what is today? 17th. February seems to be taking just as long as January to get through. 1, 2, 3. And we're under a major storm warning for tomorrow. Snow and freezing rain. Yay, I say with as much sarcasm as I possibly can. So tired of the snow. I'm trying to figure out. I need to put a poll into the chat, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck I do that. So, nope. The thing that's telling me how to do it is not coming. I'm not seeing it, so I don't think I have it. So you don't really hear any music. Okay, so maybe the sound is good. Okay, maybe I don't have it loud enough. We will wait. So I'll give everybody a few minutes to come in before I can't figure out how to put my poll up here. I've been trying for the last 45 minutes. Said I had to wait till I went live and I would see the option on the YouTube live, and I am not seeing the option. Participants, not seeing it there. Where is it, YouTube? No music. Hey, my mom is in the house. Hey, mama. You don't hear any music? Am I the only one hearing it? It's supposed to be playing loud. Let me see. I'm going to turn it up really loud just to see if you all can hear it. Ready? I have it about 50%, so I can still hear it. Maybe y'all can hear it. You can hear it now. I just thought it'd be nice to have. Sometimes we have a little bit of, silence in between the chatting. It's hard being the only one. I mean, I'm a talker. My mom will admit that and tell you that down in the comments. But I have a hard time just being me up here and talking. So we have so many people. Let me put in my crochet book so we can go say hi. Oh, and Lynn is here. Hi, Lynn. Love the name. I do spell it differently, but hi. Hello, Mary Beth. Hello, Kim from Kentucky. Here's my mom. I'm from Wisconsin. Hello, Kelly. One of my favorite YouTubers I watch lives in Wisconsin, and it is A Country Life. Jennifer and them. They're cranberry farmers. One of my favorite channels. Music I can hear now. Hello, Lalanas. I hope I'm saying that right. I remember you being in before. Your voice is breaking up, though. Okay, maybe the music's not going to work. Down a little bit. Is that better now? Hopefully that is better. How did everybody's last week and weekend go? There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe the music's not going to work. Or maybe because I'm out here in my dungeon, it doesn't pick it up as well. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Marnie from Peterborough. Much better. Okay. Busy. Yeah, I feel that, Mary Beth. It was busy here too. I'm working on my hexagon cardigan, which I have not touched since last week's live because I've been so busy filming for my Bucket List Homestead channel and my Hooked and Steep with Lynn channel. I'm working on this week's video right now. I'm really excited for y'all to see that one. I'm always excited for you to see my crochet videos, but it's been a fun one. So we survived. That's all you can ask some weeks, right? My big news video went out on my Bucket List Homestead channel tonight, just a little while ago, about an hour ago, catching everybody up on what's been happening. And I officially announced that we are putting our house up for sale and moving this year. So that is pretty big news for us. And I'm sure that's the reason why I'm not sleeping. Not sleeping at all. This insomnia is kicking my bum. And I don't know what we talked about in last week's live because y'all know I have the memory of a teensy fly. I assume they have bad memories. I have a terrible memory. But whatever we talked about last week, apparently some people didn't like because I lost 8 subscribers from that one live because my analytics will show me when I lose subscribers on a video or whatever. So I guess whatever I chatted with y'all about last week, 8 different people were upset with it. So I don't know. Tonight's tea is actually an herbal tea. I'm trying. It's marshmallow root tea because it's supposed to be a natural acid reflux suppressant. And I have been dealing with that. I've been dealing with it for a while, but it's reared its ugly head again. And I know it's stress. I know it is. I've got to get a handle on this. I do. I started my yoga again. So I'm hoping maybe that will help. But so I'm trying. It's actually not bad. I don't know if there was a whole lot of flavor. I taste more of the honey than anything that I put in it, but I'm going to try it and see if that helps. Yes. Is that to me talking, Ma, about me talking? I just hope we don't get the ice storm. As much as I don't want the snow, I'm fine with the snow. Just don't give us all the freezing rain they're saying we could get. Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's okay. We don't need them anyway. Wow. It was nothing bad. I didn't think it was either. Like I said to my husband, I am racking my brain trying to figure out what I chatted about. Because I do try to keep it very, drama free because I just don't have time for that anymore at this stage in my life. And I am 1, 2, 3. I mean, I do speak my mind a lot. And because, you just reach a certain age and you're tired of it. You're like, you don't have time to pussyfoot around. But I didn't think anything I said was really bad. So, no moving. What the heck's that mean, Mom? You're happier than we are that we're moving. Yeah, I've been starting. I didn't work out today because I just had a rough night. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't happening this morning. And so I will definitely work out. What am I doing here? I can't talk and crochet at the same time. I'll definitely do it tomorrow, but I made every day I wanted to last week. Plus I did some yoga, so I'm pretty happy. So, oh, you're coming home. Yeah, we're moving back home-ish is what we're doing. So okay, yeah. I think I can crochet and talk, but then I have to double check my work, but oh, okay. We all know the drill. What are we all working on tonight while we are in the live? And if you are drinking anything, what are you drinking? Is it tea? Is it coffee? Is it something else? Let me know down in the comments. My mom doesn't crochet. So if you hear talking, I apologize in advance. My son and husband are having one of their intense world solving discussions out at the kitchen table here. And our son gets pretty loud. So if you hear it, I apologize. Hello, Amy. Thanks for coming in. Mom's drinking water. Okay, gotta keep track, make sure I have my 6 stars. Do you have a pattern for your headscarf? Oh, my granny scare, granny scare, granny scarf or granny headscarf. This is not my pattern. I found this one. I did change it a little bit, but not enough I can call it my own because I did use a lot of hers. But I will share it. Let me see if I can find it because I had another friend ask me for it. So give me just a second. If I'm looking away real quick, it's because I am heading over to another place. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Oh no, why are you letting me in? I'm not a robot. I don't know why it's making me do this. Oh, my computer did a update in the middle of the night the other night. So that's why it's making me do all this. Yeah, did an update while I was uploading a video. So of course it knocked it off the internet. Oh, and it's sending me. Waiting for approval. Well, come on. Try another way. Everything now, we have to have it sent to your device and say, you give this permission? And I get it. They do it for our protection. Whoops. But it is such a pain. Okay. Is that enough? Oh, I did get I don't think I talk about this but I get a Ireland box every month. My husband started getting it for me for our anniversary a couple years ago. I paused it for a while. I got it back. I will be pausing it again after next month and then waiting through the summer. I like getting it in the fall. And it was supposed to be for Valentine's Day, but it showed up today. And I gotta say, I was very disappointed in it because there wasn't a lot in it this month. But I think it's because one of the things, this right here, I'm going to share with you all. You're all seeing it before my Bucket List Homestead channel subscribers. I think this was very expensive. That's why there wasn't a lot in it this month. This was made out of 100% sterling Irish silver, and it was made just specifically for the My Ireland boxes. So you can't buy this anywhere, but it sure is pretty. And I don't know, is this going to show up? Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? And you can't tell, but it's engraved. I'm going to butcher this because I cannot speak Gaelic. But on the key itself, it says Duchess, which I believe is hope or something like that. But very pretty. I liked it. I thought it was nice. But like I said, a lot didn't come in it because I think that was so expensive. I also got this basket islander from Dingle, Ireland. Dingle, Ireland is where this comes from. It's where the woman who makes it, Catherine, is from. And this is it's a beautiful bag. And I'm sure it's supposed to be for makeup. Can you all guess what I'm going to use it for? If you guessed crochet hooks, you guessed right. And then there was some stationery, some really, really pretty stationery. And that was it this month. No treats, no anything else. I was really surprised. So water and you're driving home. Okay. I finished my bowl and have started a small bag for my granddaughter. Working on a dishcloth. I just finished a small blanket and need a small project, drinking water. Isn't that true? After I do that too after a big project. It's like, okay, I just need something small. Coffee and crocheting a pocket scarf that will fold up like a book. Cool. That sounds really cool. Hello, Laura. I'm from Northern Maine. I'm drinking water and going to work on finishing a baby hat tonight. Oh, Mean Girls Unite. I am from down East Maine originally. So we might have just been in your part of Maine, my husband and I, because we crossed the border in Maine to Quebec. So I'm wondering if we were anywhere near you. So beautiful. Yeah, it's so pretty. Great. My daughter really liked it. I am working on Santa hats for next Christmas. Also, I'm working on new face cloths. That's so beautiful. I thought, yeah, it was very, very pretty. I do have to show you all. Give me this. David, we weren't supposed to do anything for each other for Valentine's Day. We agreed because I just think it's such a one of those, consumerism holidays. And we did go out. We went out Valentine's Day thrift shopping, and I picked up a couple of things. Not what I was looking for, but I did find a Tupperware thing I was really happy to get. A really fat chicken statue and some wide mouth mason jars. So it wasn't total loss. But he surprised me. We weren't supposed to get anything, but he got me. You're never going to see this. Let me see if I can bring me closer to the camera. It's a golden little dachshund. Can you see it? That is not a flattering up close of me, but there it is. So I love it. Y'all know my Lily girl. Just love her to death. So by the way, if you see the banner here, I officially got accepted into the Premier Yarns affiliate affiliate program, which I was very honored they accepted me. So it costs you nothing extra to use it. If you are going to be purchasing any yarn from Premier Yarns, if you can use my link, but click on that to make your purchases. I humbly and gratefully appreciate it. What's great is if I get enough attention, enough traffic using my link, they will start to send me some of their newer yarns that are going to come out that I'll be able to share with you all and give my honest opinion on what I think they are. So that would be wonderful. I'd love to be able to do that. So because y'all know me, I don't have a poker face. If something doesn't taste good, you're going to know it the second I try it, and if yarn's not great, you're going to pretty much know the second I try it. So it I appreciate it. If you are going to be purchasing any, if you wouldn't mind using my link right there, I would appreciate that. And it is in the comments below in a clickable link. My husband got it. It's so over consumerism. Oh, live in Caribou. We didn't go through Caribou, but I absolutely know where Caribou is. We went up through Skowhegan. Up in that area. To me, that's northern Maine, but maybe might not be as northern as I'm thinking. But yeah, we went through Skowhegan past Sugarloaf and stuff. So thank you. Yeah, I was pretty excited. I wasn't sure if I would get accepted because I don't have a very big channel, but they accepted me. So, and they just sent me the link. I shared that the other day. The new yarns that came out, the neon yarns. How fun are those? Again, let me see if I can find. I got so many things I want to share with you all tonight. First up, I want to share the link for my headscarf. This is so crazy. Why do I need my pin for my messages? Good grief. Everything is so difficult. I should have had these ready. In my defense, I was busy right up until sorry, they're making me pick a new pin. When do we have to have a pin for messages on Facebook? That's new to me. I don't usually go on here, so maybe that's why. Okay, so copy, come back here. Here is the link for the headscarf. If you all, I love it. So I made two. I made one with cotton yarn. These two were made with like size 3 weight yarn. I recommend size 3 weight yarn. I made a couple with the cotton and a couple with the 4, and they're too heavy. They don't lay right, if that makes any sense. They're a little bit too heavy, but I love these, especially because I'm growing my hair out again. They're going to come in handy. So yeah, I really like this one. I like this green one. The teal one's my favorite right now, but Okay, so we have that. Now let me go to Premier's little message they sent me. There it is. And I am going to try. Can I download this? Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Okay, that's okay. I have it somewhere else. So you all know what the heck I'm talking about. If you all saw my post, I shared that Premier had new yarns premiere last week, right before Valentine's Day, and these are my 1980s childhood. Like I said to my daughter, these are totally radical because that is totally what it. As soon as I saw them, she loves the blue one, so I told her when I'm back to getting yarn again, I will try and get her one so we can make it. Made it. Hello, Mary Evelyn. Yes, you made it. You're very welcome, Mary Beth. Okay, now it has been so long since I have shared a screen. I know I can do it. Nope, nope. That's not what we want. Cancel. Was it this one? Share screen. Haha. Okay. Connect to window Chrome tab. Yeah. Let me do it. Oh, give me just a second. That's why. Cancel. I got to pull it up here. Hard to remember all this stuff. It has been a long time since I've shared screens and things. Okay, there we go. Come back to you guys. And we're going to share. Don't show these stairs. Window. That one. Share. Woohoo! Okay, are you all seeing that? So these are the new colors that Premier had come out last week. They are 100% acrylic, number 4 weight, and are these colors not absolutely rad? So, like, this is absolutely my 1980s childhood, these neon colors. They look very fun. So that was, and that's what I actually knew about these before they announced it. Like, they let us know, hey, these are coming. You can't tell yet. You can tell everybody on da-da-da-da date. So that's been fun. I get to see the new ones coming out. And from what I understand, there's a lot of new yarn coming out this year. They are not helping my No Buy Yarn 2026, which there's an update on that. When you all watch the video Saturday, you'll find out what's going on with that. So I'm just going to stop sharing that now. There we go. You didn't see it? Okay, let me try again. That's not what I want. Let me get rid of this. Let me see. Let me try again. I have to, I'll do it this way. Okay. I'm going to come into my Canva and we're going to make this very big. Nope, it's too big. And let's try this. Didn't see it. Share screen, window. Okay. Can you see that? Oh, add to stage. There we go. Can you see that? Those are the colors that came out. Sorry, it's big as I could make it. I might be able to make this bigger. Hold on. What did I do here? Made myself so big I can't find it anymore. There we go. Now you can see. Okay, so these are the colors that they had come out. And like I said, they totally say 1980s kid to me. So I just thought they were so fun. My daughter really likes the blue one here. This blue one, she really liked that one. So yeah, fun. And the fact that I get to know before most, unless you're an affiliate too, which a lot of people are. So it's kind of neat to be able to see these things. Yes, very bright. Yeah. I'm just trying to think the things you could, honestly, they'd be great for Halloween costumes, I think, because they'd be so bright for one and so fun. You could do so many things with them. So that was something good that happened this week. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that. Stop screen. Okay, bring that back. Yeah, so if you are going to be shopping at all on Premier Yarns, if you use my link, and like I said, it's in the comments up at the very top there too, I appreciate it so much, so much. I'd love to get some traffic going with them. So they maybe will send me some new yarns to try out for you all, so I can give you my honest opinion. So you don't have to, if they're not all that good, you won't have to waste your money buying any. The other thing I want to talk to you about is I am going to be moving my lives to daytime. I did a poll. Let me go see the poll because, let me see. I did a poll earlier today asking you all if daytime was great, evenings were better, or either or. The last time I looked, it was exactly even, all three. So let's see. Oh, no. So we got 30% day is great, evenings are better, 39%, either works, 30%. So I know evenings are probably better, but there's a couple of things. One, evenings are harder for me. They just are. They're a lot harder. Daytime would be much easier for me. And I did not realize when I picked Tuesday evenings for my lives, how many crochet channels go live Tuesday evenings. There are so many that do. And it's not so much the competition, that there's a few that I like to watch too that go live Tuesdays, and I'm not able to watch them because I'm doing my own live. So that's one reason. But honestly, days are just better. That being said, those of you who have been coming, for the last month or so that we've been doing lives, I hate to have you not come anymore because daytime doesn't work. So I'm going to try next week a daytime one, and we're going to see how it goes. I might try different times over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I hate to do that because then it's easier when you have the set time, because then everybody remembers it better. We'll see. I'll probably change my mind a million times by next Tuesday, but I will put up the post, schedule it and everything, so you all will see. But I really am thinking daytime this is one of the reasons I stopped doing my lives on Bucket List Homestead, because evenings just became too difficult. Especially as we go forward, and the weather, the light stays out longer and we can get more things done for this house that needs to be done before we put it up for sale. Evenings are going to be much more difficult. David works during the day, so the only time we have, when he comes home in the evenings, we tend to, hang out together and do things. So yeah, I'm going to try daytime and we'll see how it goes. I kind of wanted to start off a day anyway, but so I'm not sure why I picked evening to start to begin with, but I'm going to let that poll stay up all week and we'll see how much longer goes, or how much more it changes. But when I checked it earlier, it was 33, 33, 33. But now evenings are eking out a little bit ahead of day. So, okay. Was that anything else I wanted to talk to you about? Evening, switching that, the Premier Yarn. I think that was everything for this week. So now that all the work is out of the way, we can start having some fun. Let's see, what question are we going to? Oh, morning or night crocheter / knitter? I'm both. So if you didn't know, lately, very late night because I've had insomnia, so I've been crocheting in the evening until my eyes get so sore. I've had to actually start using my eye mask again. because I'm reading too in the evenings when I can't sleep. I read. So both. Okay. Evening, night. Okay. To me, there's never really a bad time to crochet. I do it whenever. I do it when I'm traveling. I'm actually working on, because I want to make shirts to wear to the Knit City, Toronto, that Dave and I are going to at the end of next month. So I'm working on a couple of t-shirts. And one of them is, it's either going to say, if I can't take my crochet, I'm not going. And then I'll have my channel logo somewhere on the sleeve or something. Or if I can't take my yarn, I'm not going, because that's very true. Sometimes I feel weird taking my crochet because I don't want people to think I'm rude, because it's not like I'm not listening or anything to wherever I'm at. It actually helps my anxiety. And, I can't just sit and be. I just can't sit and be. Hello. Can you just, what are you doing? He's going out to the fridge that's in the garage to get some water. No? Oh, the stool. What are you doing? Never mind. I don't want to know. So what was some of the other things I had? Oh, magic circles, not so magical to me. That was another thing I came up with. I hate the magic circle. Absolutely hate it. I do not use it. I think it adds more time, but every spare minute, right? Exactly. Hello, Tanya. I only started watching you after finding you about 3 weeks now, still catching up. Yes, I do. For now, we live in Easternish or Ontario, but we are moving this year back down east to New Brunswick. I'm originally from Maine in the States. Dun, dun, dun. My husband's such a goofball. Me too. Never use it either. Yay! Magic circle haters unite. It's so nice because I have been seeing some other YouTube channels talking about it and they don't like it either. So I'm like, I'm not in the minority, apparently. I'm not the only one. I just don't see what the big deal is about it. I really don't. So, okay. So we live nearish. I'm trying to think where I looked this up because we have been to Goodrich. Let me see. Okay. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Goderich? Is it Goderich? Yeah. Oh, 4 hours from us. Okay, so that's not as close as I thought, but I know it sounds familiar. I feel like we've gone by it somewhere when we've been traveling. Magic circle, either love it or leave it depending on the project. Either, but I have done some menu and making stuffies. I'm kind of used to them now. I've never had a problem doing, chain 4, make a circle, just make sure your thread is over your starting thread. Boy, Lynn, that's real technical. So you can pull it tight and close up the circle. So, and of course, I didn't learn with the magic circle. So I think that has a lot to it. Just like I didn't learn yarn under for amigurumi. And apparently, supposedly it uses less yarn and it makes the holes in your amigurumi smaller. And it was what was recommended for those advent calendars that I got from Hobby whatever, however you want to say it, at Christmas last year. And I'm like, I think that's a little to assume that everybody is using yarn under, because everybody ran out of yarn. Almost everybody ran out of yarn in those. If you go and look at the comments on the advent calendars, people were not kind. I feel like I was very kind, and I was very kind in the email I got, and I did get a lovely, wonderful response. But they, yeah, sorry, I'm changing colors and I can't think. Oh, white, come here. Where are you? My goodness. Nope, that's not what I'm using. But yeah, so I never learned the yarn under. I didn't even know it was a thing until just a few weeks ago. So I mean, even the people from Hooby say Hooby. Like they did a YouTube video saying, "How do you say our name?" And the CEO said Hooby in that's a terrible Dutch accent, but so I guess it just depends. That's why I started saying it that way, because I thought, well, that's how the CEO says it, then that must be how you're supposed to say it. But I know people call it hobby. I think you all know what I'm talking about. So, oh, come on, what is going on? It's like been Monday all over again here today. Okay, this way. I've already been using this yarn, so I don't know why there we go. I just need to find the end. There it is. Okay. Good grief. I love Van Campington, New Brunswick. Very cool that we're moving back to New Brunswick. We love New Brunswick. It's like I said in my video on my other channel today, being from down east, it gets in your blood. There's just something about it. And we just can't wait to go back home. That doesn't look right. Boy, I haven't picked this up for a week, and it's like I've forgotten what I'm doing here. Excuse me if I'm quiet for a second. I'm trying to deal with my brain just not working. Okay. And then we go over here. There we go. My goodness, I have got to start getting some more sleep. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. Okay. I'd like to get more of this hexagon cardigan done, because this is supposed to be going with us to that show in March. So, okay, time for another fun question. Solid yarn or variegated yarn? I mean, that's kind of I guess it depends on the project kind of thing, but I can tell you I love my variegated yarns. I do tend to gravitate towards them more for, like, I like them for cardigans, but I also like my solid ones. I need to make some neutral cardigans, because a lot of my cardigans are very colorful or very color specific. And of course I love variegateds for hats. So we lived in Nova Scotia for 5 years. Our son was born there. We were stationed in Greenwood for 5 years. And yes, Nova Scotia is beautiful. Just very expensive to live there. Very expensive to live there. Of course, I don't know really any place that's not nowadays, but it was beautiful. We loved going to the ocean in the summers. We'd go on really hot days and bring the cooler and camp out there all day. And it was just so much fun. And the kids loved it when they were growing up. I use both. Yeah, I really can't say I prefer one or the other, but when I look around my stash, there's a lot more variegated yarns than solid color yarns. So I definitely love the variegateds. Yeah, there's just something about them. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I did 4. See, I've been doing another project. Shoot, did I do 3 there? Nope, made a mistake. The other project I'm working on, muscle memory, it wants me to do that. And like, that's not the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta make sure I have my 6 points. Yes, that's the best part. Solids 9 number. I would rather do color changes where I want them. Okay. It's so interesting how people have different things they like. I haven't tried to make a sweater yet, but maybe soon. I have to tell you, the hexagons cardigan that I'm making right now, it's my new obsession. I've made 2 now. This will be my second one. And I've already got a third one for summer planned. Love them. Absolutely love them. They're easy. If you can do double crochets, it's the only stitch. Um, the only part my brain seemed to have a hard time with was when I had to fold them, the points to the right points. But the pattern I follow, she has you mark them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that makes it easier. Like she uses like post-it notes. I was going to use my safety pin with numbers on it, like I do when I want to remember what hook I used on a project. So that's the only difficult part, but that's probably just my brain not being able to figure it out for some reason. So yeah, I started out with knitting and I wasn't doing too bad, but I found it very, very difficult on my hands. And I stopped, and that was like before Grace was born. Grace is 22 now. My friend showed me how to knit. I could make a mean pair of booties. I got really good at that, but anything bigger, I just could never get the hang of it. So I'm grateful that I was able to pick up crochet. Oh, thank you. Oh, that bag. That bag. I wanted to get to so many more projects in that video, but that bag took so long, but I'm so proud of myself. I used up so much yarn of my stash that I've been wanting to get rid of with that bag, so that's one good thing. Yeah, see, and I've heard people, I was just watching TL Yarn Crafts video. I haven't finished it, but I started watching it from this past week where she said that she found going from, no, it wasn't her. No, it wasn't her. Who was it? Was it Elise Rose maybe talking? I can't remember now. I watched so many things last week when I was crocheting. One of them, one of the videos I watched said that going from crochet to knit, they found it very easy. So I don't know if it would come back to me at all. Some of the parts I really don't have any interest. I haven't even had any interest in learning Tunisian crochet. Maybe eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, like I just think, yeah, it just depends on who you are. But yeah, I can tell you, make, do, crew. And I'm going to type that right here. That is the pattern I use to make the cardigan. Where is my cardigan? Is it up in my bedroom? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get my husband to grab the bag for me. Just a second. I'm going to mute you. There, that's easier than me yelling. He's going to see if he can find him for me. For me, it's adjusting how I hold my hands in the yarn. Have you tried knocking yet? I've not heard of that. So, nooking? I've not heard of that. Well, now I got to go look that up. Crafting technique that uses a specialized crochet hook with an eyelet, the nook, to create authentic knit stitches. I've not heard of this. Oh, well, that is very interesting looking. I've not heard of it at all. That's interesting. Somebody just shared a video 2 days ago on this. Is it fairly new? Crochet and knitting together. I know autocorrect is a pain, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing, now and then I see videos from 2011. Okay. So it's not that new. How do you nook? Sorry. I'm just gonna wonder. Let's see if we can share this. I'm going to see if I can share the video. What is... Oh, maybe I can. Okay, bring me back to here. Oh, I got to go back to here to play it. Hold on.
Of a knit stitch. But if you think back, it's going to be a lot easier. And what I mean by back is you keep the strand that's connected to your yarn ball behind you. What you're going to do is you're going to go into this loop, just like if you...
Can you all see that before I keep playing it? I'm going to get rid of the music for a second. Yep. Okay.
You're doing Tunisian and you're going to pull through. So you've got 2 loops on your hook now. And go through, pull through, go through, pull through. Try to get it at all sorts of angles for you. Go through, pull through. I'm just going through the top loop of my chain. I'm not going through 2, but just 1. Pull through. All right, now we're at the end. This is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide it off my hook onto this nylon cord that's attached. And then I'm going to turn it. Now I'm on the back side. As some of you may know, and some of you might not know, with knitting, you have to do the reverse to keep the front side looking the same. So technically what we're going to be doing is purling to make the front side look like the knit stitch. But I have an easier way for you to think of this. Just think of it as the front stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this. And instead of having this, this is our tail, so we don't want to accidentally grab that. So instead of having this behind us, we're going to pull it up front. Just like that. And just make sure it stays in front. It's really easy to, after the first one, to want it to go to the back.
All right. Well, let's get rid of that. That's interesting. I've never even heard tell of it. That video was from 2015. So I guess it's been around a long time. So it does look a lot. Honestly, it looks like more work than I'm right now. I do not have the brain capacity. I have enough going on that I'm not going to pick up anything, but it's certainly interesting. It always is interesting to me how people are always trying to make crochet look like knit. I mean, I like the look of crochet. I do. I get knit for certain things because they're warmer. That's who it was. It was Holly Anna who said she found going from crochet to knit was a little bit easier. Like she said, it's weird how knit things are warmer, but they're lighter. They're not as heavy feeling as crochet. But other than that, I just don't. Everyone's always trying to make crochet look like knit. Okay, so if you missed the video last week when I made my reusable grocery bag, I put them on both sides. Doesn't look anything like the pattern because I had to improvise. And you know what? I'm getting rid of that banner because it's bugging me. It's up there long enough. There we go. I had to improvise with what yarn I had, and I did his comb. I forgot to say in the video how I did the comb different than what they said, but that's my video. Took every bit of this bluish greenish yarn, and I'm so happy because I'm so happy to see that gone. This is a yarn that's discontinued now, and now I know why. This is my hexagon cardigan that I made. Now this is with bulky yarn, and I'm using just regular 4-weight for my new one. So I made it with the Cairn cake. So, and you can make, I am thinking about adding on a little bit longer because when I put these on, the sleeves come up about here, and I would like them to taper. So I think I am going to taper them down, do some decreases, and put a cuff on. But I was just in such a hurry to wear this that I just, and I do have, I think I have enough left. I'm trying to think how much. I hope I have enough left that I can do that. Okay. So yeah, see how, well, I mean, they kind of come down to my wrist. So I'll probably, this one, the new one I'm making, I'm definitely going to use tapered sleeves and have it come down to a cuff. So, and this is the Cairn Cakes limited edition. They came out for the holidays. I will say, technically, the seam should be on the inside. I don't feel like you can see it that bad. So, but if I turn these right side out, then the seam down the back would be showing, and I really hate that. This is what I mean about how my brain could just not, it took me 4 tries. I've taken this all apart. I'm like, why can't I figure out how this goes together? And then it finally clicked, but I love it. I got so many compliments on it when I wore it home to Maine a couple of weeks ago. So many people asking me about it. So that's what this will be. Just a lot lighter because it won't be the bulky yarn. And I'm hoping to make it a little bit longer too. What I have in my head. Anyway, we'll see if it matches what comes out. And I didn't have enough of this teal with the little white halo, but so I decided, okay, we'll do it in the teal and the white. So I hope it's going to look okay. I really wanted all teal, but I know I don't have enough, and I'm trying not to buy any yarn and make do with what we have. So, and I think the white looks good with it because of that halo. I think we'll see. But it's one of the easiest cardigan patterns. And then I've made, and I prefer cardigans over pullover sweaters. I'm not a big person. I don't like I don't like hoodies that pull over because then you have, if you want to take them off, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I love sweatshirts, so go figure. But 1, 2, 3. I do prefer cardigans because I find I can wear them a lot of seasons, and I can wear t-shirts underneath them all winter long and just put a cardigan on. So I did make my son a sweater for Christmas that pulls over his head. He said he liked it. I haven't seen him wear it, but he said it hasn't really been cold enough since I gave it to him. Did I forget to chain 3 there? Something does not look right. What did I do? But once you get the first couple of rows down with this hexagon cardigan, it's just repeat. That's it. My fireplace just shut off and it's getting cool in here. I wonder if it's going to come back on. Come on, come back on. The boys must have lowered it when they were out here working out earlier. This white yarn is giving me all kinds of trouble tonight, and I don't know why. How do things get tangled just sitting in a darn bag? I swear there's like little gremlins or something around. Come on. How are you tangled up? For goodness sakes. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Nope. How did you get tangled up? It's just been sitting in the bag since last Tuesday. Hasn't been touched. But somehow, it's a tangled mess. There we go. There we go. Good grief. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got to tell you, my sitting chicken I made, I look at him every day and just smile. That I am going to have to make more of them and put them on my shelf. Plus, so we got up to, it was quite warm today. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with Celsius in the winter. I'm better at Celsius in the summer. So it got up to 38, almost 40 Fahrenheit here today, which was really nice. Things were melting like crazy. And I even opened the windows a teeny crack. But like I said, we're under a big storm warning for tomorrow. Oh, your shawl, Mama, that I made you? I don't, it's one of those mysteries of life. I don't know how it gets tangled up just sitting. Nothing else happens, which is why I'm trying to use up as much of my yarn as I can. Because I think, Mary Beth, you mentioned last week how for some reason packing yarn and traveling with it seems to just tangle it all up. So I'd rather not deal with that at the other end. There's no way I'm going to probably be able to go through all this before we move. Because I am going to have to stop in the next couple of weeks. I've got some painting I got to get going on. And so I'm going to have to give some attention to that. So that means not as much crocheting during the day, which is going to make some of my videos challenging. So I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, something else good that happened last week. Right after I got off my live last week, I had a comment on the video from that week saying, hi, Lynn, new subscriber here. Sarah, I think it's Sarah Sachs. That's how you pronounce it. Gave you a shout out and sent me over. And I'm like, okay. So I went and watched her live and she totally gave me a shout out and said some of the nicest things, like really made me quite teary-eyed. She was so lovely, said so many nice things, and she likes to do shout outs for smaller crochet channels to help them out, which I agree. I've done it with my homestead channel, and I plan to do it with this channel. I just haven't had a chance, but I did share a few last week, and I'm going to go find the link for another one right now. Actually, let me go find Sarah's channel, and I will link that down below. So yeah, I was pretty shocked. Sarah Sachs crochet, and she has patterns. She has crochet alongs. Really, she just shared a curtain one that's really interesting that I'm thinking about trying. I want her channel. How do I find her channel? And it looks like she's been on YouTube for at least 8 years. So I was so shocked to get that notification. So helped ease the blow of people leaving last week. There she is. Here she is. Copy. Bring it back to StreamYard. And paste. So this is Sarah. And I'll just read her little blog. My YouTube crochet channel is fun community for all those who love yarn and crochet. I have crochet pattern tutorials, coffee, and crochet live podcasts. I answer your crochet questions, giving crochet tips and information, yarn and yarn reviews, crochet alongs, monthly giveaways. Friday fun day is fun and easy crochet patterns and crafts. So yeah, I was so so surprised. And honestly, being truthful here, I had not heard of her. So now I'm subscribed to her too, because I don't know all of them. I only started watching crochet channels other than Elise Rose Crochet. I've been watching her for almost 2 years. The others I never even knew about until Vlogmas. I found a lot during Vlogmas this year. And that's how I discovered so many. So, okay, time to change color already. That yeah, that was great. And I love that. And she wants to help, like she said, especially as women, we need to help build up other women and support them. And she just said so many wonderful things. So I thank you, Sarah. I know you're not watching, but I appreciate it so much. And yeah, it was pretty darn cool. She, like I said, she said so many nice things. She made me quite emotional. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Hold on. No, I guess that's looking right. Oh, wait. What on earth? I was not ready to. I'm glad I didn't cut that. Why did I think I was supposed to change colors already? I'm not even done with the white. Lynn, you can't. Is that where I added it earlier? Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I met Willie from the YouTube channel, Willie Truck Life, when I was visiting Newfoundland. Cool. It really is nice when you get a shout out, especially when you're trying to grow your channel, especially us here in Canada. I'm not going to go all into all of it, but we do have a harder time because we do have legislation that restricts a lot of us here. And it makes it a little bit harder for us in Canada to grow our channels. It's not impossible because there are some very successful crochet channels, though most of them got successful before this legislation. But okay, that's 3. It's just so nice when people do that. And it's not something I've run into a lot. I think I touched on this last week, and maybe that's something that made people unsubscribe because of what I said. I just don't understand the whole don't want to help people, have to, apparently there's not enough people in the world for all of us to be successful and have people watch our channels. I've not run into that a lot. I've run into the opposite, especially on my Bucket List Homestead channel. You know what? I am not doing this and chatting anymore. I need to start doing much simpler projects like I was, because I made a mistake a little while back. And it's going to make my sweater not lay right. Oh, and I am a perfectionist. So where did I see that? Yeah, when I stopped and picked that up, I thought that was supposed to be a corner. And it's not a corner. That's just a normal. Okay, are we normal now? All right, I'm just going to set that aside. But yeah, I haven't run into a lot of that over on my other channel, especially. I find a lot of people are like, they don't want to help. They don't even want to mention you. Heaven forbid they try and help people out. And that's just been my experience. But I've talked to some other people because I've made friends through doing YouTube, which is not something I expected. I've said this many, many times over on my other channel. That has been a huge blessing in my life and a complete surprise that I did not expect YouTube to bring friends into my life. And I've made very good friends. Haven't met some of them in person yet. We're mostly online friends and FaceTime friends and things, but still, it's amazing that that's happened. So I have had a lot of positives, but I've run into some negatives. So yeah, Sarah, thank you so much for the shout out. I appreciate it. I've had a few people come my way saying, "Oh, Sarah sent us and signed up." So that was pretty cool. And if any of you have any channels, I mentioned this last week, please let me know. Even if you want to send me an email, I'm going to put my email up. If you don't want to post it here, that is my email. You can send me your channel information there, or if it will let you, I don't have an admin here, so I don't think it will stop you. You can just even add it down below, and let's bring you guys some recognition too if you have any channels. I know I shared a couple last week. Don't think they're in here this week. My laptop is getting so hot because I put you up higher so I have more room on my desk to crochet and be a little more comfortable. And I had to take it off my cooling mat. Man, it gets so hot. I don't know why it gets so hot. So anyone have any big plans for this week? Anything fun planned? Where are we in this week? We're only on Tuesday, Lynn. We're going to be working on yes. So for some reason last week's live, I lost like 8 people from that live that unsubscribed because the analytics showed me. So don't know why. But they did. So I can't think of a single thing in that video that would have made it happen, but it could have been that they thought, okay, this is not for me. And I hope though, I mean, I try to think I'm the same on my videos. I do edit some things, but for the most part, the whole point of my crochet channel is I'm not trying not to edit. Even my bucket list homestead channel, I've stopped editing, you know, to the nth degree anymore. Like I'm just like, this is who I am. You're either going to like me or you're not. And that's fine. I'm fine. But it's just funny how I lost so many people from that live. Oh, no, Tina, go ahead and share it. I watch lots and lots and lots of different kinds of content. So, cozy retirement. I'm still here. Let's go find you. Cozy retirement. There you are. Before I share is the picture you and your why can't I think of the word they use? The banner. Is it you with some puppies? Make sure I got the right one. It's okay. You know, I also gained some people this week. I was just so sad because I was like 3 away from 2,100. And now I'm like 2,091. So, yep, that's you. Okay. So this is boop, boop, ba-doo, Tanya's channel. And I am going to go subscribe. Oh, it looks like you got, okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to catching up on some of your videos. Looks like fun. Okay, I'm going to come back here. Something went wrong. Oh, yeah. I mean, especially when, and YouTube will unsubscribe you too if you haven't made comments on any videos in a long time on certain channels. I found that out because I tend to watch a lot of my YouTube on my TV. I do. And so I do always give the thumbs up on the videos, but I can't write my comments on my TV, at least not yet. Maybe eventually the technology will allow you to. So I try to go back in and put comments later when I've had a chance on my phone or whatever. But if you haven't put comments for a while, you'll get unsubscribed from things. Like they just automatically assume. I don't understand why they can't see I'm still watching. Just because I haven't commented, I'm still watching, and I still give the thumbs up. So even if I don't like the video, which I just wouldn't watch it if I didn't like it, I always give thumbs up. Always. I don't know why people feel it necessary to give thumbs down and stuff. Like, if it's not your cup of tea, then just move on. Maybe that's what I did talk a little bit about that, about people being nicer and, how mean we've gotten. And maybe that hit a nerve. I don't know. But like I said, maybe they just realize, okay, this isn't my kind of show, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Thank you. That's nice. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying how, how come I haven't been notified? Not me specifically, but I've seen them saying how come I haven't been notified about any of your videos lately? And then they find out I was unsubscribed from your, I've seen other YouTubers talking about it, how they're hearing from subscribers that they were unsubscribed and they did not do it. And it's just YouTube doing every few months, they do we call it the YouTube clean out in the group here that I'm in. And, sometimes, like my husband says, sometimes he says, I don't even think you had those subscribers. Sometimes I think YouTube does an estimate, and then every so often they go in and do a specific count, and then they realize they estimated too many or something. It could be something like that. I'm really trying not to let the analytics get to me anymore, because man, they were like, I was really trying to make videos for the analytics and it wasn't working for me. And I think that's why last month was my most successful month on my other channel. And I've had it over 4 years now. And I think it's because I stopped worrying about the analytics and just started being more myself. I kind of lost myself for a bit trying to do what everybody else does, because that's what they tell you. These courses you take, which I did take a course, and I'm thinking it was a waste of money. But anyway, they tell you how, look into your niche and see what other people are doing, and, do things similar and things like that. And it just wasn't working for me. And I almost started doing it with my crochet channel, but I caught myself in time on that. So, okay. There, I think I fixed my mistake. Agree. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. David and I have talked about, because we have a Ford Explorer, and you can get the camping bed and everything for the back of that. And we've talked about maybe when we move back down east that we could, go and have like a beach night on the ocean and just camp and haul it out. Though we are getting older, it's getting a little harder. David has so many aches and pains from his time in the service that I don't know, as long as it's comfortable. But we've even thought about doing that. We can't go away for too long because we do have animals and things, and we plan on having even more animals when we set up our new homestead. So I'm cooking chicken broth right now. I've been roasting it in my roaster since yesterday, and the smell going through the house right now is unbelievable. Yeah, I got caught up in them because they tell you, right, how important they are, and you got to look at them and everything. And I literally was like driving myself insane with them. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I've had enough. I've had enough. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't expect to become a millionaire from YouTube. It only happens to a very small amount of people. And I don't even think it's happening as much anymore as it used to. I just want to feel successful, because I feel like now that I'm at a certain age and my kids are grown, and even though my kids are, especially one, we have a daughter who has autism and our son has Tourette syndrome, but his as many issues as he has, they're not as detrimental as the autistic child's are, if that makes any sense. But for the most part, they don't need me like they used to, certainly not like they used to. And it just puts you like, well, where's my place in this world now? Now that I'm not, raising babies and keeping them alive and raising them to be good, decent people. And I know this happens to a lot of women, you know, and it's not even empty nest because both my kids live here. I just don't know what my role is anymore. And maybe because they do still live here, it's very confusing because it's like you're still living here, but like, you know, our son will still, you know, our son's almost 19. And he's like, you know, hey, mom, I'm going to go hang out at my friend's house Saturday all day. And I'm like, is it okay? And I'm like, Aiden, you're almost 19. You know, I said, we do appreciate you letting us know just out of curiosity. But I said, you know, you don't have to ask permission. You know, you're not 14 or 16 anymore. So yeah, so the YouTube thing, I want to feel like, okay, I have something I'm successful at, if that makes any sense. So that's why I was getting hung up. All that is to say, that's why I was getting hung up on the analytics. Oh my goodness, this white yarn is going to be, oh, look at the mess. I think what happened was I was taking it from the middle, and then at some point, I guess I decided to take it from the side. Yeah, because that looks like it was coming out of the middle. Let me see. Once I get this done. And I had to take some out. That's why. Okay. Let's put you up here. Give me. Yes, we have 4 cats and 3 dogs. Makes going way difficult. Okay, yep. And I could use your help. Okay, with what? Oh, okay. Do you have your AdSense account with Google? Because you have to have that. Once you get that, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I was monetizing my other channel. They send you a code. The code can take a while to come. And then once you have that code, you go put it in, and then it's just a matter of setting up your bank information, and it just gets deposited the money anywhere between the 21st and the 26th. But you absolutely should get that worked out so you can start getting, you know, your pay from them. YouTube doesn't need it, that's for sure. Six. Okay, so we need to. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. All right. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to tie it together. But there are lots of YouTube channels too, Tanya, that will show you how to set up your AdSense account so you can get paid. Because if you've been monetized a while, they probably owe you a little bit of money. It's not like YouTube needs it, so get your money. There we go. That might make it easier to do the. There, that's better. I can smell that chicken broth. My goodness. That will be ready tomorrow. Busy day again tomorrow. Goodness gracious. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is where we're going to add the white, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Yay! Okay, we're going to add the white right into there. Oops, why aren't they showing me? Thank you. Yeah, you have to have AdSense through Google, And that's once you have that all set up, that's how you get paid because Google owns YouTube, right? So that's, yeah. Me, I am working on the hexagon blanket, and I will put my email here again. Oops. Steeped with at trying to do this one-handed. Gmail.com. Nope. Typos. Hooked and steeped with Lynn. Okay. There is my email, and I'll put it up here so you can see it. Here we go. And we're adding, I'm hoping I can at least get further than I was before I started. Okay, we're gonna do, no, shoot, I fell off my hook. Did it work? Okay, gotta cut the teal. Oh, sewing on all these ends are not going to be fun. Another reason I was hoping to do it all in one color, but we're going to make it work. Okay. And one of the things we're happy to be moving back closer home, not only because we're going to be closer to families and stuff for the first time in 3 decades. We will, the closest we've been was when we were in Nova Scotia, and that was still a 7-hour drive, which was closer than now, but I mean, now we're 10 hours. So I guess it wasn't, I mean, just, I guess it was a few hours shorter. But like I said, it's been 3 decades since we've lived closer, but our son is probably going to have a lot better chance of getting a job. When we were there a couple weeks ago, that's all we kept hearing about was like how he'll have his pick of jobs. He'll have his pick of jobs. Like they can't get people to work down home. So I hope we're not setting him up for another big fall because he's pretty discouraged about not being able to find work here. I guess he has a job at Dollar Tree, but it's very, very few hours. Like he's lucky. He gets 4 hours mostly. Occasionally he gets 8 because they have him come in to help unload the truck because he can unload so much. Last week they had 800 packages and he had done almost over half of them by himself. But the average age of the person working there unloading is in their 50s and 60s. He's 19. So I would think he could unload a little bit more than everybody else. That's not supposed to be. Oh. You know what? I have totally made so many mistakes on this. I'm putting it away. I can't even look at it. I shouldn't be chatting while I'm trying something that I've only made one time before. It's not enough of a muscle memory for me to remember. Oh, he has literally, so since he was 15, he has put in, and I am not kidding when I tell you this, over 300 resumes, all within a 20-minute radius of us, where we're surrounded by tons of little tiny towns. So, and he just can't. I think he's had one interview out of all of them. We thought it was going somewhere and it ended up going nowhere. He just can't get hours at Dollar Tree. Like they keep giving him, even to people who got hired after him are getting more hours than him. And I don't think it's fair. And I get he was in high school, but he has been out of high school almost a year now. So he can work any shift that they need. And he has told them that. And they're just, it's so frustrating. He wants to work. Like he wants to work. And he hates being home all day because he feels like, he goes, I feel like a loser, Mom, because I'm sitting here, and I'm like, you're not a loser. It's not your fault. You want to work. So seems to be a lot of jobs down there until he decides what he wants to do forever or whatever. Just something so he can start saving and figure out what he wants to do. Like, that's all we want right now. So, oh, good. Yeah. It's interesting that you had to retire in order to get his full benefits. And that ticks me off because they sure took all the benefits. They took the money out of him. It's like my father with his um so many of my, or not my father, but so many of my parents' friends, my dad passed and my mom receives his survivor benefits, but they had to pay for them every month since he retired from the military to keep the benefits. So if he passed, mom would receive his pension. We don't have to do that here in Canada. I automatically receive my husband's pension if, God forbid, something happens to him. I can't believe and they had to pay a lot. It kept going up as the years went by. And I figured out that by summer, mom will be ahead. She'll be starting to earn more back from his pension than what they paid in the last few years, if that makes any sense. But she has to wait to the summer before it pays off. And it just irritates me because they took the money out of my father. Like, they took it out of him. So, yeah, it really, and he has friends who wives passed away before they did, and they've passed, and all that money they paid into their pensions is just gone off into the ether. It goes to nobody. And yet they took all that money from them. It really, I wish you could do, like you could give it to your children or something, right? Because the money came out of you. It came out of them all those years. Okay, Mary, yeah. So, like my mom, yeah. My mom was already retired when my dad passed too. But I just, at the end of it, they were paying $160 a month to keep his, so she could have survivor benefits. And thank God they kept them. They've got a lot of friends who decided not to do it. When they retired, they weren't going to pay that anymore. And a couple of their friends' wives have been left with nothing because of it. So, like, it's just not right. It just goes into the ether and the government absorbs it. They're happy because they don't have to pay for it. So, until I turned 60. Yeah, my mother's in her 70s. So, she was able to collect his because his was worth more than hers. She was getting hers for a while, but she was able to collect his because his is more. So, I'm thankful they did that because, I don't know what my mom would do. She could not live on her Social Security and no way. Absolutely not. So, here in Canada, it's social insurance. They call it the pension, the old age pension is what they call it here. But yeah, I don't have to pay anything. If, like I said, if God forbid something happens to my husband who's in the military, I automatically get his pension that he receives. What's interesting is he's receiving his pension right now, my husband, because he retired after 30 years full-time military and he's gone back in reserve. But if he works too much in 365 day calendar year, they take his pension from him. They punish him for working too much. So right now he's on part-time this month and next month, where he works 14 days each month. Because if not, he loses his pension, and he loses it until he retires for good. And it's like, we couldn't afford that. So, yeah. CPP and old age pension, yeah. And it's, I say, governments are thieves. They're thieves. They are. They just, I love how everyone's like, oh, I got my tax return back. The government gave me my money back. It's like, no, that's your money. They just took too much of it throughout the year from you, and now they have to return it to you. If you're lucky enough to get a return, your money back. So, I'm not going to get political. That's one thing I refuse to do on my channel because I've seen too many channels lose their channels over politics, which is kind of silly too. I wonder what's going on with my internet here. Hold on. Oh, I don't think we're going to make it 2 hours tonight, friends. I am very, very tired. As I said, I have not been sleeping well. Insomnia is just kicking me. I'm hoping I sleep better tonight. Usually after a live, I find that I get all revved up and over, and I can't sleep for hours after I get off. I was up last Tuesday till 2 a.m. because I could not sleep. I was so revved. I finished one of my projects for that video, but I was just so revved up I could not sleep. So yeah, I think we're going to end this at the hour and a half mark, which we just reached. And I'm going to thank you all for coming. Remember, next week I'm going to try during the day. I haven't decided what time yet. I'm thinking maybe, we'll see. I'm thinking I'm going to either start at 11 or 1. And then I can be done in time for before my husband gets home from work and before I have to start supper. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And hopefully it's a success so I can get back into a better routine of things and not having evenings, even though it's only one evening a week. If it fails miserably and I'm not doing well, I'll come back to evenings, because I want my channel to succeed. And if that means having to do evening lives, I will do evening lives. So thank you all so much for dropping in. And wow, the disaster that my hexagon cardigan is, I am not even going to look at that the rest of the night because I'm so disgusted. And make sure you watch for Saturday's video that will be out. I'm almost done filming that so I can get that edited and uploaded. It's a fun one. I've been having a lot of fun with this one. And we will see you all soon. Take care, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. And if you're getting this storm tomorrow, oh, please be safe. It's supposed to be really bad with the freeze and rain. So in our part of Ontario, I'd rather have the snow. Until then, we'll see y'all then. We'll see you soon. See you in the next video and next week. Take care, everybody.